Okay. Well, I went live. Wasn't nobody waiting. Must be too early for people. Oh. I'll take the time to get set up here. There it goes. I'll take the time to get. Oh, yeah. It's cold outside again. Like, in just a matter of a few hours difference. It was warm outside just a few hours ago. Uh-oh. I have went and. Hey, Melinda. How is Melinda doing? Are you ready to celebrate the birth? It's almost that day. You know, it's getting closer and closer. Seems like it gets closer every year. Yeah, it's like it was nice today. I mean, because of all the rain we've had, it was kind of damp feeling, but it was nice. It wasn't cold or nothing. But close to the end there, before I came in, I was like, okay, the temperature is dropping quickly. Yeah. Done any shopping? I hate to say it, but I hadn't done any at all. Peggy, how is Miss Peggy doing? You know, you type a message, you can put that little hand up there, and it goes. Oh, good. Yep, I hear you, Melinda. It's I got a notification today in the mail to let me know that everybody that was old enough to be on Social Security got like a $50 raise. Some might have got more. I don't know, but uh, I guess they're just letting me know for the future. I still got what? No, how old you got to be now? I still got like another 30 years before I have to worry about that. Just being 35, that is. Yep, somebody told me that there ain't no proof that Jesus was born on the 25th. I said, you're absolutely right. In fact, if you read it, uh, it was probably a lot warmer type weather. Yep, I hear you, Peggy. Shoot, You know, I realize something. The older I get, the stronger I get. Because when I was younger than I am now at 35, uh, I couldn't carry $100 worth of groceries in the house at one time. But now I'm so strong I can do it in one trip and carry it all at one time. That's just carry right on in the house. So I got to be getting stronger. Yeah, I said putting on muscle. Don't depend on, yeah. I don't know. Hey, Tammy, hello there. How's the new job? Hey, how you liking your new hours? I'm This isn't going to work for me. I thought I'd sit here and relax, but then she'll be going to work here pretty soon, unless she's got the night off. Not used to sleeping all day. Well, you don't have to sleep all day. You can just stay up. Just stay up. Not off till Saturday. Mm. You know, who typed that a while ago? It is cozy sitting right here. In fact, I got it so warm in here, I got the front door open. Uh, yeah, but once you get it down, you'll like it after you do it for a while. But it does mess with you. It does mess with you until you get straightened out and get it. What's bad is when you shift back and forth. You know, like 2 weeks here, 2 weeks there. That's that's miserable. Let's see, what was it? Who said that? Well, that's what I was going to look at. Oh, it was Melinda. Yeah, don't depend on food stamps. Somebody said one time, they told me, they said, uh, if you're on Social Security, you should get food stamps. You, and from what I understand, you had to go back and re-register ever so often for them. I don't know how it works actually. I don't know if it's every month or every quarter or what. but the amount that they wanted to give you was a waste of time to even go up there. I think based on my income, somebody said I was asking a lady in the fruit stand one day who used to work up there, and she said, "Oh, you get about $35." I thought, seriously, if you base it just on Social Security, yeah, that'd be that'd be really worth my time. Go up there and fill out all the paperwork. Of course, I've always got something else to do, like I'm setting my recliner. My recliners. We've got this agreement that if I sit in it, I'm supposed to take a nap, and I can't let it down. I gotta keep your agreements with it. I just wanted to see how everybody was doing. The days are counting off, and uh, what, 6 days? Christmas morning? Yeah. And I spend most of my time now fighting off doctors, trying to avoid appointments. But when I don't answer the phone enough after they try to call me a few times, they send me a letter. They are, oh man. Tank's out there barking at somebody. Are they going to go live? I hadn't seen no notice. I hadn't heard from them or anything. They're undecided. If they do, we'll go over there. But I was just sitting here thinking, enjoying the fireplace. Yeah. And I thought, I said something, I might go live, so I might as well go for a little while. I know this is a Neil. I'm sorry, y'all. Neil just posted on my video. He was looking. He saw the. He must not realize I'm live. He must not got a notification. he, he said he told Eric not to sit on that man's fence. Oh man. All right, my messages are not going up. Yep, I agree with that, Peggy. Hey, there's Meg's little house in the country. How's Meg doing? $15 a month. Oh, mercy. There's Neil. Neil's in there. Your post that you made on the video, Neil, just popped up on top of my screen a minute ago. Trying to stay warm? Well, get out your flannel, your flannel wear, and is oh Chris, there's Christina. Why my page ain't rolling up? Uh-oh. I dropped y'all. Y'all fell over. Oh well. It's the first time I ever let y'all fall like that. There we go. Hey Neil, be nice to me. Uh, $35 pioneer. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought happened. And Neil flew off the roof of the car and tore that man's fence down. But he posted. He posted. I sent that link to you, Christina. It's an email now. I got 500. Update available. Follow my hello. This was the first one. I actually sent them two separate ones. And forward to it's in hotmail.com. I just sent it again. The history one. And it shows one I sent to you Sunday and one I just sent it to you again at 8:24. And then I find some King Cross. I sent them again. Meg's trying to stay warm. I don't know. Shouldn't have no trouble staying warm, Meg. I mean, you just get under a couple of quilts and don't come out until till the sun shines. King's Cross, yeah. I sent both of them, Neil, and I just resent them to her again, and it shows I sent them. Oh, one of the girls was sick. Oh mercy! Didn't say which one. Let's see. I was looking and reading the history on a. Was it? I think I sent it to you, didn't I, Neil? That history thing on the largest train station. Yeah, going over there doing them emails got me all messed up here now. I don't know if I can get back over there. There it goes. Uh, a lot of I know I've listened to some of it, and I think there's going to be a lot of history in it. He might sit down and listen to it. Oh, nobody gets a message on that page. Yeah, I didn't. I don't think I've ever gotten one, so I guess not. Yeah, I post something on there now and then. I started to post one. I decided it wasn't it was inappropriate to put on YouTube. Oh, maybe I didn't send it to you. Maybe I just thought about sending it to you. It was a train station, and they had the before and after picture, and I forget what it was on. That I was checking it out, but it was the at the time it was the largest under roof train station in the world back in the day, and it was in London. Hmm. On a short. Yeah. Yeah, I hear people talking about on a lot of them. Why can't uh why they people are having trouble making comments? Oh, Neil, uh, that's what got the attention, Neil. Huh? That's weird. I guess they just decide who they want to let comment, and they want people to see what they want to see. Yeah. Well, you can leave my house, leave the county, be in the county, and be out of the county on the same road. Just in the county, out of the county, in another county, out back into this county, and then back into another county. Just driving down the road. You don't have to make no turns or anything. Just drive down 27 highway or old Lafayette Road or Farming Rock Road, whichever one they want to call it now. Uh, it's broke up broke up between the two counties. Oh, yeah. Well, some people ain't happy with themselves. They just so they try to be not nice to other people. you have you have an accident and you got three different policemen out there arguing over whose county it's in, who's going to write the report. Ah, which one got me for speeding? You can't write them a ticket. You're in my county. But they were speeding in my county. No, they weren't in my county. Yep. I don't know how that's going to work. See if I can get out of that light. There we go. It's getting really warm sitting here with the door open, and it's cold out. I think it'd be neat if Neil could come over here for about a month or two. Because it would be a fun month, I do believe. I don't think so, Neil. We do a lot of lives though. we we'd ride around. Everything we did would be live. we, we'd aggravate everybody. In spite of all the people I know, we'd probably be getting trespassed and everything else when we got finished. I'm not going. No, I'm not going to take away from having Costello. No, no. He would end up being. Well, going to Walmart might be doing me a favor right there. As much as I dislike going there, it ain't that bad. But last time I was at Walmart, what was it? Black Friday, wasn't it? When everybody no, it was the day I didn't go on Black Friday. Before Black Friday, the day before or 2 days before, something like that. The place was crazy then. There ain't no way I'd have been there on Black Friday. We would take off and leave here. Let's see. First, our first stop, we jump in the camper, and the first stop we'd make would be uh, in Alabama, down there around south of Birmingham, around our Pedals of the Past area, where some of them YouTubers are. And then we go over to Arkansas and knock on some doors like the Grounds Family Farm, and then we'd call Brandon. And, no, we wouldn't call him. We couldn't do that. He just had to make one of them videos about people showing up. Because if we called him and told him when we were coming, he'd go high. We get to the gate, and the dogs would just be barking at us. And then uh, we could stop and see Oh, crud. I can't think of his name. Uh, his wife's name's Marcy. Anyway, we stopped and see that young couple, and then we shoot way up north up there, and we already know because Brandon's already tried to sneak onto the Walker Farm fan at night. So we went up there. We'd have to do it in broad daylight. All right, she'll be listening. That's what I'm talking about, Neil. We just be hitting them all. Uh, but the closest one is going to be uh, the Alabama ones. Crandall, that's right, Crandall Marcy, and they wouldn't know what hit them. We'd be whipping through there going, "It's us, we're here." I don't. Uh, Neil talking about being the only Neil on the channel and stuff sometimes, but does anybody know anybody else named Crandall? I don't know anyone. I don't. I can't even remember back as far back as I can remember. I don't ever remember meeting someone named Crandall. Oh, Tammy, we should have stayed in there where it's warm. Really wasn't no reason to get out. No good reason. Let's see. What a fire. And I've got that fireplace turned on low. Yeah, Neil, he's the first Crandall I ever heard of. Yeah. Up in the air. Oh, scramble. Oh, what does that spell? Crandall. Hey, let's just call him Crandall. I like the name, but I'd never heard of it before. I'd never heard. I don't know if I've ever heard the name, but I've never heard nobody name that before. I've never known anybody named Crandall. Nope, none at all. Sending warm thoughts. Well, Peggy, that had to be some hot air if she's out there in that cold. They talked about it once before in a video, but you're not sure. I don't know. I don't remember one. Of course, I don't. I haven't. Uh, they just did their. Yesterday was their 200 videos in a row. One for every day. Uh, and I've seen all 200 of them. And I've seen some before that, but before they started counting. But They said, yeah, don't think Claire. Don't think I've heard anybody name that before neither. I'd like to know that. We need to ask him that, Neil. Maybe if we both ask that question enough times on his live, one of his lives, he'll address it. Uh, well, I was still watching for him, but I hadn't seen nothing. Well, I don't know, Peggy. I know I can't remember, but somebody wasted their money, and who was it who did that? They had a star named after me. So there's when you look up in the sky, it might be too far for you to see, but somewhere up there's a Dean. Yeah, probably. It probably is. Which, Kelly, can't stay on tonight. Just checking in to say thank you. Yeah. Well, I just jumped on to waste a little bit of my time, not from sitting here on this couch and not doing nothing. I thought I might as well make it something worthwhile. So I jumped on here. I was wasting my time just sitting here thinking and looking at the fire, and it got the best of me. I said, okay. I said I was going to go live probably, so I better do. Maybe I need to just do that. I appreciate the prayers. I haven't got another appointment yet, but they're working on it. I told her today or yesterday when I give in and called her and didn't get an answer. I thought, oh well, good, and hung up. And then yesterday afternoon she called me back and she goes, "Oh, he answered the phone." I'm like, oh, but I told him. I told her yesterday. I said, until I hear something from my heart doctor, I really don't want to make no decisions on anything else that y'all come up with. Because if he can't do nothing about that, why bother with that, you know? And she goes, I understand. I understand. Uh, British Welsh or Scottish. I don't know. Crandall. I guess that could be Scottish, couldn't it? Crandall. Maybe we'll find out. Tank's out there barking at something. Hmm. Oh, I'm hearing some coyotes. Hmm. Who knows? Well, we'll find out where he got it from. Well, that's a good question to ask him. Because I've sat there many times and thought, I wonder who named him. I wonder if it was his mother, his dad, something to do with his grandparents, something about his past, ancestry or whatever. English. Huh. I keep thinking, I'm not sure, and I can't remember where or what, but I think I heard somebody name Crandall in a movie uh, or a TV show or something. It was one time that wasn't a regular series or nothing. It was something that was on like one time. I just can't pull that rabbit out of the hat. But well, that's better than a coyote being up around here. Well, y'all just checking up the history on Crandall now. 1641. Yeah, it could have been. Not that I know of, Melinda. I mean, I think one time it might have been an old show or something I was watching, but it just seems like uh, that was I don't know, it's got me best of me. 19 minutes to 5. 19 minutes till. I can't remember that far back. 1641. I think back in 1641, I think the only person who knew me was the good Lord. maybe an angel or two, but I don't know. But, but yeah, they're talking military time. I heard Neil put in a request for roof delivery. I never heard of such a thing. He wanted roof delivery. Mm. But that old, I'd like to find out what happened to his fence up there. The ones y'all that watched the video, I know two or three of you have. But, somebody just told me thank you. It's another something. And, but I'd like to find out what happened to his fence. Santa does roof deliveries. I hope he don't land on top of my truck. Saying she's back. I thought he was calling a pizza place or something, trying to get a pizza delivered. Yeah, exactly, Neil. It was a big stretch not tore out of there, and they had to take that much fence out, the strips out of it. I think they hit. Uh, they must have hit two of the poles and just wiped them out. Now somebody pushed some wood to one side or the other there. It looked like they might have started cleaning it up a little bit, but man, that's a big hole. No, he didn't have no animals in there. I know they used to let their put their little puppy dog out there and let it run around uh, in there. But that's well, that's one way to get your pizza delivered. Shoot. I would bring it down there to you, but I don't want to get sand in my shoes. Here, catch. We got a frisbee. Oh boy! Don't let Christina see that. Well, I mean, it had to be some kind of an accident. Uh, Either come down the way it's cleaned up. I couldn't tell if it was coming from down that, because that's kind of, that pasture is downhill. I don't know if it really showed on the camera or not, but it's downhill. So if something was up there and rolled down and crashed through the fence. But I saw tracks down right in there, like they were working that telephone pole. I was wondering if they dropped telephone pole on it. To be honest with you, I mean, I'm sure nobody did it on purpose because that ditch from the road, going from the road up and back. Somebody had to be flying to do that out from the road. If it was an automobile, it would had to been they'd had to been getting it because if you run off that ditch, even at 40, 45 mile an hour, that ditch would probably catch you and drag you into the, in the distance of the ditch or just jam you into it. Something would have had to really do some high stepping to get up there and tear that fence out. So I'm leaning towards something came down through his pasture and came down and run up the bank, or they dropped that telephone pole on it. One of the two. But he always keeps that. He always keeps that mowed, and it's always pretty looking over there. But now he's got a big hole in the fence. The good old days are still here. It's just the good old people are not still here. There's not enough of them left. I said it here a while back. I can remember I can remember doing business on a handshake, and both parties expected each other to do it the way they were supposed to do it, the way they agreed and shook hands. But now it takes 15 documents for somebody to come out and hook a water hose up for you. You know, and that's you couldn't get nothing no easier than that. Well, we used to. I used to do. Uh, I used to haul loads out of Texas and out of New Mexico area with nothing more than a handshake, and here's half of it up front. And when you mail me the bills that you delivered it, I'll send you the rest. And usually, when I mailed the bills back before I got back home, the rest of the other half of the money would be at the house waiting on me. Uh, yeah, you can legally you can write a check on anything as long as you put the account number and branch location on it. Those numbers on there. Write it on a light bulb. Then they had to carry the light bulb to the bank. Oh, prison moonshine. Well, See, they should have let you do it, Neil. You'd have been happy with what you got done, and you would have probably done a better job, because you probably got about a quarter of an inch to a half inch less space in there now since they put so much stuff on my paint the walls. Moonshine City. I can't remember which one it was. There was one of them movies about a moonshiner, and he had a Ford, an old brown Ford. Uh, I used to have a Ford just like that. Oh yeah. Well, sure you are, Neil. It was just a big hassle. A lot of inconvenience for you. And they held us up from getting our video too. Yeah, we had to wait and wait and wait, just because they just couldn't go ahead and get the job done. We were starting to write letters to them. Yeah, everybody's in a hurry nowadays. And what's funny is, I always I go in the dollar store. I always get a buggy. I don't care if I'm getting just two or three items, because it's easier for me to balance and just to walk through the store. It makes me feel a little more comfortable, safe walking around. But I can't tell you how many times somebody be coming up. They're one of them people come in to get one thing, but they end up getting five and six and seven things, and they didn't get a buggy because they were only going to get one thing, and they ended up their arms all filled up like this. Uh, I've offered. I mean, I wouldn't have much of my buggy, and I'd be going, if you want to set that in front of my buggy there, you're welcome to. You know, uh, uh, go ahead, you go first. I'll let you. You can go ahead and go. All right, are you sure? No, I don't want to do. Yeah, look, I'm retired. I'm in no hurry. You go right ahead. You got your hands full. Well, that would have been just an inch more than what they did. And we're going, it's already done. Yeah. Yeah. If I got a buggy or something to lean on, I'm okay. Uh, get the get the hurting too bad or something, I could just ease myself up on it a little bit. kind of lay in the buggy. But that's I don't know how many I've done that so many times. I tell you what, before before Black Friday when I went down there, I was using the cart, the ride around cart, and the whole time I was wishing I had never even went in that store. I was so glad to get out of there. It was total chaos. And I just said, it's not even Black Friday yet. Yeah. Oh, I have people, you wouldn't believe how many times somebody go, oh no, I don't want to do that. No, that's fine. I'm okay. Well, I didn't ask you if you were okay, but I want you to go ahead and go and get your hands emptied out, Because I used to do that. I mean, I was guilty of that before. I'm guilty of that now, except I have a buggy to put it in. I'll go in to get one thing and get, 3 or 4. Oh, I might as well go ahead and stock up on that. It's on sale. Or something of that nature. But no, they want to argue about whether or not you want to let them go ahead and go and get their hands freed up. But I remember back in the day going, I don't need a buggy. Oh, now I wish I got a buggy. Well, ours don't. At Walmart down here, it don't. At the Food Line, it don't. Uh, they just steadily go, and that's fine with me. Yeah, that's right. Listen to Peggy there. Eric, how are we doing? There's not no speed limit. Yeah. Well, I don't know everybody's problems, and sometimes, like looking at me, you don't think you look at me, you go, "There's nothing wrong with him," you know. But they can't see my feet, they can't see my knees, they can't see my back, and but then it is frustrating sometimes to see kids, parents letting kids use them, and they're playing on it. They don't need it, and they're playing on it. It's all they're doing. And I seen one here. It's been several months back. 3 kids, and they were all 3 trying to ride on it, and all 3 of them got off of it, run around it, and all 3 of them got on it, and swapping back and forth. They were just having a good time, and I was thinking, somebody could be needing that right now. But Yeah, they just yeah. But now I've got handicap license plates. I can walk a little distance. Uh, a lot of times I won't park in the handicap parking place, but usually most places around here, except for Walmart, there's usually two or three of them open. Uh, and I try to grab one at Walmart because their parking lot is not level. If you park down a ways and you're walking up, you gotta. It is definitely a little bit of incline to it. It looks level, but it's not. And it's if I have to go somewhere else after I leave Walmart, I do my best to park up as close as I can to the front, uh, because I don't want to be hurting the rest of the day, or I want to be able to feel like going and doing what else I have to do. Yeah. Eric, did you catch any waves today? Neil, you're terrible. Yeah, I'm 50. Oh, you're a lot older than I am. 20 years older. Yeah. Well, I used to do that to anybody riding with me. Let them all. Y'all get out here. Go on in. I'll be right there. I'll go park. Getting cold again. Yeah. The temperature dropped real quick here today, Eric. I was out and it was nice. I wasn't wearing no coat. Uh didn't have my hat on, nothing. It felt nice out there. I went and got some feed and come back. Even riding the four wheeler was nice. But probably within an hour of that, from the time I come up from the barn, uh, the temperature just went plummeted. It just like let's drop 10, 15 degrees here real quick. Yeah, he's 22 years older than me. Yeah, I didn't even look, but it's supposed to get cold. Many years ago, a friend of mine said, "It's not the age you put on." Yeah, there's a few things I've done in my younger days. And my doctor said, if you probably hadn't have done that, you probably wouldn't have this. And, I don't. Yeah, I'm still looking for a new eye surgeon, new doctor. Uh, I don't like the way he talks to me. He still bothers me. Yeah. I ain't willing to make anything cold. Yeah. Well, the temperature dropped a lot before it got dark out. So Scott came home and he went down and got the eggs and I had already fed the rabbits and all the little ones and made sure everybody had water. And so he says, "Well, I did it earlier." I said, "Well, I did it again." Uh, we're gonna have to put us a pad down there with a calendar down there or something so we can write what time we were down there and put what we fed, watered. Fed's the only one we got to really worry about instead of overfeeding. Uh, but they wasn't at home, so I carried that feed down there. While I was down there, I didn't want to have to go back. No, Neil. 35 parts of my body has not stopped working. Well, I had tumors removed from underneath my eyelids, uh, Tammy. And then I had, what was that? It's been a few months ago. And they, I had to go back for after everything healed up to have my eyes rechecked and everything. And they want me to use the same people. Yeah, I said, okay. But every time they said something to me, it was about, well, that's normal for your age. And I kept listening to them and talking and everything. And sometimes I felt like they were talking like I wasn't in the room. And then said, well, that's normal for his age. And I finally spoke up and said, what, 35? That's normal for 35? That's fine. I did that 2 or 3 times, hoping they get the hint that, I was just 35. Ah, hey. Only one thing I'll say this time. Yeah. Oh, man. Yeah. They've, but yeah, I don't like these doctors. I don't like the way they talk. Yeah. Well, it wasn't that bad, really. It was just a few times there that I'm like, hey, I'm sitting here, you know. But what really bothered me was they kept talking about, they were directing it to me most of the time. Once or twice he said it to her. She had asked him something, his assistant, and he go, well, at his age, that's normal. His age, that's normal. And I mean, that was like his favorite words. And I'm like, wait a minute. It's normal to have that problem, for that to happen at 35? And they said I got cataracts, but I don't have to worry about them for probably about another 3 years. And I'm like, but that's normal at his age. And I'm like, it's normal to have cataracts at 35? But what I guess what everybody knows is, I'm waiting on this heart doctor to. He moved my appointment up 1 week before, closer. Maybe when I called the other day, moved my appointment up 1 week closer. So maybe somebody else will cancel and they'll move me up some more. I don't know. But like I told the lady yesterday that called me, I said I'm not going to worry about nothing else right now until I find out what the heart doctor says. Because if he can't do nothing, why bother? You know. You write a letter, any letter, just to work out. It's normal for an old car like this. The car's 6 months old, Yeah, it's normal. Used car. Hang on, I got to turn this heat off. I can't take this no more. I guess I'll turn the heat off and close the door. Oh. Oh. I'm back. Poof. Oh. Well, yeah. 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 Neil, I've already said I'm getting stronger. The older I get, the stronger I get. Actually, I carried over $100 worth of groceries in the house by myself with one hand. I couldn't do that in the past. I'm getting stronger. Shoot. Just wait. I'll be able to go $500 worth of groceries and I'll be pumped. I mean, Yeah, I wonder if I'll still be around when they come up with smell-o-vision, touch-o-vision. It's coming, believe me. It's just a matter of when. Then I'll start a cooking show. By then, I might be over 35, and I'll be going, I'm going to put this on the stove here. Oops, I missed the stove. Well, let's try again. I mean, what's bad when somebody comes out and asks you, why are you sitting in the car? You've been home for 10 minutes. Yeah, I know. Just they feel like getting out, you just sitting there. I was getting stronger in muscle. Carry $100 worth of groceries at one time. Yeah. That's what they used. That's what they used a robot when I took that radiation. It was a robot. There wasn't nobody in the room at all. It wasn't no. I wasn't inside of nothing. I was just laying in an open room on a table. But there was this great big arm went up, looked like something off of Star Trek. Came out like this, and then had a thing that pivoted on the end of it. And they put me on that table, and they had made that mask to fit my face, and they strapped my head down to that table, and yeah, that thing worked its way around, pointed at me, moved closer to me, moved a little further away from me, and went crazy. That's going to be a good one right there, Peggy. It'll probably be some kind of certificate that you print out at home and you carry it with you. And then that certificate number, when you get to the store, they'll stick it in there and they'll verify that it's good. That's how that works. Oh, that will be your cash. That's the new form of cash. You know, I think I talked about this before, but I'm a member of Costco. And I go once, twice a year, sometimes three. Let's see. This year I went twice this year. If you count the time I was driving by there, you would say three. If you counted the time I drove by there and just went to the gas pump, because I was headed that way anyway. So I got gas there. But I used the credit card to pay tons of stuff. And everybody wants to know why you pay that membership fee for. Well, guess what? I've already doubled the membership fee. What they're getting ready to take out for my membership fee, I'm getting double that back just a month later. So I'm getting my money back, and then $130 some more. So yeah, that's why I do it. I use it to my advantage. I don't buy that much there. Yeah, well, I don't. I don't even know. I don't even know what the retirement age is now around here. They got different. They got a breakdown of it. It's. I think it's 67 or 66. 66, I think. 66, I know was full retirement. Uh, but I think you can retire earlier than that, like at 62 or something like that. But you don't get as much. You don't get as much as your monthly check. It isn't going to be as much as it would have been if you waited till 66. Uh, Robot did the hip surgery. Mm. The doctor stand over there like this. Hmm. Looks like it's doing such a good job. I had to charge an extra 1,000 for that. That was perfect. Well, yeah, you can do that now. I can deposit it. You can write me a check and I can deposit it with my phone. It's 67 here. It's 67. Okay. Yeah, but they say they're not going to do that, Eric. So I don't even get a check no more. They just deposit my Social Security into my bank account. Did you get a letter? Have you got a letter about the increase for cost of living yet? Anybody besides me? Uh, yeah, that's true, Eric. But seriously, I did. I spent over $100. I spent 100 and almost 140, almost $140, and I carried it all inside with one hand. Yeah, I think they're gonna. If they change it, it won't affect people that were born in the 50s or before. I think it was. It was much later. I can't remember now. I read a thing on it. It had a breakdown scale. Uh, I think after 69 or 60, yeah, after 60, the year's 1969, they did a breakdown scale. So you'd had to have been born like in 1970 to have any change, but yours you wouldn't have to. wait till 70 to get full retirement. It would just change it by a year or something, and ever so many years would add another year. Well, if I waited another 35 years to be 70, well, I never collected. I hadn't heard nothing about it. Of course, I don't buy eggs uh, very often. Not very often at all. Uh, there's, you know, the chickens guy. I just listen for one of them to squawk real loud, and I go, "Oh, there's me an egg." Uh, yeah, yeah. Well, that's for full retirement, right? Was it 67? I guess so. It could have been. Oh, I just filed for retirement and go on. I know I wouldn't have. I wouldn't have done it early because you took a big hit on your monthly. Wasn't a lot, a whole lot of difference, but it was enough. If you add it up over the years, if you live to be this age, you let them keep a whole bunch of money. It's like winning the $700 million. 700. I think they said the lottery was $760 million. But if you decided to take the cash value, you only got 300 and something. It's kind of that idea. If you were born in 60, okay, I was born before then. No, I wasn't. I was born 35 years ago. Uh, yeah. Well, there's an early retirement option there. I know. I just read all that stuff and how they were going to change it and how it was currently. I know there was I wasn't gonna I would I wouldn't take an early retirement. Uh, that would just that to me there was just what I calculated the difference was waiting until then. The other way around was a lot. It was expensive. On you were letting them keep a lot of money over over your lifetime if you live to be X amount of age, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Take your insurance away. Meg's just sitting in the background. No, it don't, Neil. 35 years ago was an AD. That's right. I have for I don't know how many years now. Oh, you getting some more money? I gotta get part of that now. Grounds Family Farm, howdy. Abby says hi to Neil. Now somebody said something about one of the kids were sick. I hadn't seen that. How's the kiddos? Don't run off without telling us. Ouch. Yeah. Well, my daughter and my grandkid, her kids are, uh, and Brian, they've all been sick and bad off too. Poor Brian. I mean, being a man, that's just killing him. Yeah. Yeah, they were wondering if you all were going live tonight, but I think it's probably getting too late for that for them. Well, no, it's just 9 o'clock. It's going on 9 o'clock their time. Y'all going live? We're gonna come over there if you do. We've been planning on it. Oh, they haven't made it back home yet. Yeah, them smiles cure Neil. So give her a mirror. Let her smile. Let them smile at themselves and stuff back there. It'll work. Cause this made a big difference in Neil. He don't try to stand up on the roof no more. He just sits there. Yeah, I hate to see babies sick. Neil, that made her smile. Yeah. No, that was just their side of the punishment. Uh, well, anything new going on anywhere? I mean, the newest thing around here is neighbor lost his fence. Well, he didn't lose his fence. It was there. It was just all over the place. You know what I mean? And the baby birds are good until next year as far as food goes. In fact, we'll probably have some left over for next season of hatching. But they sure, the guineas are getting to where, the teenage guineas are getting to where they are making a mess, and they're leaving they're wasting a lot of food. They want to dump it out of their food bowl. It kind of reminds me of watching some people eat. Y'all be safe getting home. Yeah. Well, yep. We got new jobs. Uh, and I'm not planning on seeing no more doctors the rest of this year. Uh, I counted my appointments up from last year, and this year I'm actually, even though they want me to make some appointments, I'm actually 3 appointments shorter than I was last year. So that's a good thing. Well, that's why we try to feed them, give them something late at night, late in the evening, so that we don't have to do it so early in the morning. Because Scott or I, neither one, are early birds anymore. Well, Scott is sometimes, a lot more than I am. Yeah, y'all do a lot of that. Y'all do a lot of doctor phone stuff. I guess it's getting pretty popular around here. I know my insurance company has a number you can call a nurse or call a doctor or whatever, and actually get some prescriptions uh, from the visit on the internet. Okay, you do your own doctoring. Oh, well, she asked me when they called me about changing my appointment to a week earlier on the eye doctor. She says, "Would you like to keep your, I think, 3:45 appointment, or would you like one much earlier?" I said, "Don't you change my appointment from 3:45 to nothing earlier." Uh, Oh yeah, that would be interesting. Shot-o-vision. That's coming to a channel near you. Yeah, you got a pharmacy. Neil's got a pharmacy across the road from him. Okay, I'm not saying nothing. He's got one across the road from him, and Christina's got one at her front door. Yeah, that explains a lot about some people. Well, look, we're gonna have to start counting down these days, and I'm gonna keep a fire burning in my fireplace on Christmas Eve. Yep, yeah, that might be my alarm clock. You know what I mean? Unless he sends something else down my chimney besides himself. Yeah. I have a grocery store with a pharmacy across the street. All y'all live next to drugstores? Yep. Neil's getting ready to go. Yeah. Come on over here, Neil. We'll take you for a ride on the pony. Peggy wants to know, Melinda, do they deliver? I mean, I don't have the convenience of all that. And maybe another 50 years, I would might appreciate something like that, but probably not. 6 miles is close enough. Of course, my insurance company just mails them to me. I can't remember now. I'd have to look. Uh, but they're not on the same day, I don't think, are they? Yeah, they are too. It was his birthday present, wasn't it? Yeah. All the way across the street. I've grown to love having groceries delivered. Well, I don't. If I don't feel like going, then I just don't go. I just do without. And of course, I'm being asked all the time, do you need anything? Are you okay? Do you need anything? Are you okay? Do you need anything? And I'm always saying, no, I'm good. I'll eventually get around to getting out and going. Yeah, That's right. I remember now, Peggy. Hmm. Well, Eric, you come up here. You can be warm in the morning. You can be cold in the early morning. You can be warm for a couple hours in the day, and then you can get cold again, all in the same day. Yeah. Well, I didn't go ahead and order mine or get my prescription filled. I don't wear them unless it's dark out or I'm in a strange town. And I know that they said they strengthened them a whole lot more than what they were, based on what I told them. Because I didn't take my glasses in with me, and I looked at the things, and there's quite a bit of difference. One eye sees a whole lot better than the other, and the other one sees a whole lot less than the other. Unless it's Saturday, Dean, you won't miss a trip to the doctor. I did, Peggy, on purpose. This past Saturday, I purposely missed going to the dollar store, and Saturday afternoon, late Saturday afternoon, when it looked like it was getting close to time for the dollar store to close, I got a text message. Do do you need anything? Are you okay? Because everybody knew I didn't leave the house to go to the dollar store. Yep, and they might not give you the best of the best, ain't that right, Neil? Oh, let's give them that crush box there. Chris, howdy. Yeah, well, you got here in time to say good night, because we're getting ready to go lay our heads down and take a nap, or either sit in a recliner over there for a little while, because I can't sit in that recliner if I don't take a nap. Part of my contract with that recliner. And, well, Merry Christmas, and hopefully we'll get to tell you Merry Christmas again before Christmas, because we got to count these days down. Because then we got the New Year's to look forward to. That is going to be something. Because Tank is going to be all up against the door, scared to death because of all the firecrackers. '60 and sunny in Dallas area today. Mm-mm-mm. Yep, time for you to go to work. Now, I'll tell you, when I went live, I thought It's a possibility Tammy might see if she might see it. She might, because she don't go to work this early. But y'all have a blessed night. Meg, you be careful going to work on your treacherous roads up there. Utah Monday. Meg might try to go live. In the afternoon. Okay. We'll try to keep what is Monday. I'll try to remember that and try to keep an eye out for it. If the roads are treacherous, don't get on the line. And besides, it's too cold for Neil to be on the roof. Still early for Neil. Yeah. Just not that far away neither. Monday is the day. Oh, yeah. Thank you, Neil. I was having a hard time with that. I was still trying to figure it out. uh, 38. Yeah. Well, anyway, everybody have a blessed night. Everybody keep on smiling. It's almost Jesus' birthday. Or at least the day we have chosen to honor it. That's what's important. All right. God bless. Oh, he said that dirty word, didn't he? Oh, God bless. I'll see you later.